Welcome back. For the past decade, Jackie Bradley Jr. has electrified fans with his defense. It's never a surprise to see his name included in SportsCenter's top 10 highlights. It is easy to see why the Royals may like Bradley, and it may not be surprising to learn the Royals have shown interest in Bradley before. In fact, they've pursued Bradley multiple times over the past decade, to the point where this union seemed very inevitable. Believe it or not, the Jackie Bradley to KC connection started in 2010, while Bradley was still playing college ball at South Carolina. In what may be the biggest coincidence of all time, Bradley threw out the first pitch at Kauffman Stadium for their July 19th matchup against the Toronto Blue Jays. Bradley was playing for USA Baseball's collegiate national team, and they happened to have a morning workout at Kauffman. They were preparing for a matchup versus the Japanese collegiate all-star team 2 days later in Omaha, so it was possible they were just promoting that matchup at the game. As for why Bradley himself was chosen to throw the first pitch, he was the reigning College World Series most outstanding player, so tossing Bradley out there honestly made some sense. The following draft would see Bradley get drafted 40th overall by the Red Sox. The Royals had the 5th overall pick, far too early to justify drafting Bradley, but their next pick was not until 65th overall, likely too late to select him. Don't worry though, the Royals found their center fielder of the future at 5th overall. I'm sure the Royals found great value with that pick. Someone that can carry a franchise for years and years to come. Bradley will later cement himself not just as a top prospect for Boston, but a top prospect in all of baseball and a possible cornerstone piece for Boston. He quickly became a top 50 prospect with plenty of eyes on his defense. Unfortunately, there were still questions about his bat. After a rough 2014 where he hit below 200 and was demoted to AAA for parts of the season, he turned it around in 2015. The increase in offense led to multiple teams showing interest in trading for Bradley, with the reigning world champion Royals eyeing him as a possible replacement for free agent Alex Gordon. Nick Cafardo of the Boston Globe brought up the interest, saying, "The Red Sox and Royals engaged in trade talks for Wade Miley before Miley was traded to the Mariners, and that the Red Sox, according to one major league source, asked the Royals for hard-throwing reliever Kelvin Herrera, but Kansas City preferred to give up Luke Hochevar. The Red Sox opted for the Mariners deal." The Red Sox were looking to strengthen their bullpen, so the rumors made sense. I do not blame the Red Sox for wanting Herrera. Besides being 6 years younger, Hochevar missed the 2014 season of Tommy John surgery, and while he had a decent 2015, it paled in comparison to Herrera's season. Alas, Bradley remained in Boston, and Gordo returned to the Royals for 2016. Bradley would continue the offense with an all-star campaign in 2016 worth almost 6 wins and a perfectly respectable 2017. Bradley's name would be brought up in trade talks again after the 2017 season, with the Royals considering Bradley as a replacement to another departed outfielder, Lorenzo Cain. This time, the Red Sox were looking to add a power bat to their outfield, with Bradley possibly being the odd man out. Red Sox GM Dave Dombrowski insisted Bradley was not available, but national sports writers and even local Boston sources were reporting otherwise. Again, Bradley remains in Boston, and the Royals signed center fielder John Jay to play left field, with longtime left fielder Alex Gordon starting in center field on opening day. 9 different players will go on to start in center for the 2018 Royals, with Abraham Almonte leading the team with 30 starts. Even with exciting outfielder Brett Phillips coming to the team in the Mike Moustakas trade, it was clear the Royals would be looking for center field help for 2019. With Bradley still under contract and trade rumors from Boston's side cooling off, they opted to sign Billy Hamilton instead, who, let's be honest, was going to become a Royal sooner rather than later. It would only take a couple years for the rumor mill to fire back up. After the 2020 season, Bradley became a free agent and immediately became attracted to teams looking for center field help. The Royals, after primarily employing super utility man Whit Merrifield and former 5th overall pick Bubba Starling as center field, were one such team. The Royals felt they were close to contending and signed veterans Carlos Santana and Mike Minor, as well as old friend Greg Holland. Alec Lewis of The Athletic suggested Bradley and the Royals could be a good fit, which reignited speculation that the Royals could finally make JBJ a Royal. Despite signing Michael A. Taylor not long later, the rumors never went away, as the team still had an outfield need, and Taylor, at least at the time, was viewed more as a fourth outfielder. This led to a Sam Mellinger tweet suggesting there was nothing going on between the Royals and Bradley, and that Bradley was likely not going to be a Royal anytime soon. These rumors were officially put to rest a couple months later when the Royals traded for a different Red Sox outfielder, Andrew Benintendi. Bradley would remain a free agent for another month when he signed a 2-year, $24 million contract with the Brewers. Bradley would go on to struggle with Milwaukee and get traded back to the Red Sox after a year. Despite returning to Boston, his offensive woes continued, and the Red Sox opted to release him mid-season. After finishing the year of Toronto, he would become a free agent. There was little hype surrounding him, even for a minor league deal. Over the offseason, the Royals traded center fielder Michael A. Taylor to make room for former top prospect Drew Waters. However, an oblique strain early in spring training put the Royals in a position where they needed outfield depth. On March 1st, 13 years after throwing out the first pitch at Kauffman Stadium, Bradley would sign a minor league deal with the Royals with a spring training invite. He would later make the 26-man roster. Finally, Bradley's career will come full circle, and the Royals finally get their guy after nearly a decade of on and off interest. Fellas, we got him. The Jackie Bradley era in Kansas City did not last long. He only appeared in 43 games, and while he did provide multiple SportsCenter-worthy highlights on defense, his bat was non-existent. He hit .133, .188, .210, which equated an OPS plus of 9. Not 90, 9. 100 is considered average. He is not signed with a major league team since being released. On April 4th, the independent Long Island Ducks announced they signed JBJ to a contract. Only time will tell if this could lead to a minors deal elsewhere. Sometimes the journey can be more important than the destination. I think it's safe to say the journey will be more memorable this time, and the destination will end up on someone's Forgotten Royals blog alongside Carlos Pena and Homer Bailey. If you like this, feel free to like and subscribe. I'm told that is kind of important for YouTube, and for my ego. Deleted my Facebook a few years ago, so how else am I going to get my likes? I cannot walk around the Independence Center shoving pictures of my dog at random people's faces. At least not anymore. Cece says like and subscribe. Or else.